What is up, guys? We're here today with another fantastic deck. Well, today we're going to do a Volcarona deck, a simple deck, an easy deck, but an effective one. Of course, that was a challenge that was given to me by Spider Storage. Thanks, mate. And again, I keep destroying this headphone. Jeez, I have to, glue it together and stick it together. So he said, hey, can you do a deck around Volcarona? And I'm like, well, alright, let's try. So this is, my attempt on that. So for those who don't know Volcarona-GX, Flaming Shot, if you discard an energy, you can put 2 damage counters on your opponent Pokemon. And a Backfire, if you attack and for 160, you put 2 energies back to your hand. So that's a really good with Welder, and of course Massive Heatwave GX, discard an energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon. So if you have matchup where they use a lot of energy on different Pokemons, this is a really good attack. So let's take a look at the whole deck, but before, subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Thank you. So we do start with 11 Pokemons. We have 1 Turtonator, 1 Heatran-GX, line of 3-3, Larvesta and Volcarona, 1 Victini and 2 Dedenne. So quite simple, right? It's a super simple deck, it's fun deck. Then we got 2 Cherish Balls, 4 Fire Crystals, 4 Pokégears 3.0, 2 Switches, 3 Tag Calls, because we're going to need those Tag Calls. We got 2 Giant Hearths, 1 Hit Factory, and again now the tag teams, which are Cynthia Caitlin, Mallow Lana, really important Red and Blue for the Larvesta Volcarona, and 18 energy to fuel that whole deck. I mean, it's a super simple deck, it's super simple idea, but it is effective when played right. So let's go and let's jump right in and have some fun. That is a deck called 27 because today is 27th. Let's play the deck. So idea is simple. You want to go first, during your second turn, you evolve in and you discard some energy to deal some nice spread damage to lower your opponent's HP as well. And then whenever you discard, you fuel also a beautiful little thing called Victini Prism, right? That deals 20 damage for each energy in your discard pile, which is fantastic. So let's take a look. We're going second, so I don't like in this matchup going second. We can play Welder though to jumpstart something, and well, let me tell you, Turtonator start is not the best start in the world. It's not a start you want to have. Turtonator is more of a tech card against Caldeos, against other... Okay, we might actually see Caldeo in this ADP deck, but I know I have to be super fast. So this time, Giant Hearth, Dedenne, there's just no room for thinking. I'm going to try to get to Welder as fast as possible, and we're going to try to knock my opponent out. Because I'm going to assume he does not have any tech cards that will help him get the energy faster than usual. No Victinis for him, no nothing, and I'm going to hope for that. Sometimes you have to hope. And again, we also got a Mallow Lana, so I technically can retreat, right? So there are ways, and we're going to focus on those. So Choice Helmet, Tag Call, so I think he thinks that he's facing a normal Reshazad, because I mean when you see Turtonator you kind of expect Reshazad right now. So this my chance, because we are disguising ourselves, right? Just like with yesterday's deck as something else. Our opponent plays it a little bit differently, and then bam, we are completely different thing. We're just like Tom Cruise, just taking off the mask and doing yeah baby, and went out of nowhere. And yeah, I'm a little bit hangover, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, okay, so this is a deck that we posted on Monday, which is a bird trio. So actually he might have an engine there that revolves around Victini as well, but he passed a turn. That's good for me. That is definitely good news for me. Let's play energy, of course, Dedenne for the Dedenne change. Turtonator, that's good. I can still play a supporter. Okay, alright. This is not that bad. There's still Tag Call that I can play. So you know what? I'm just gonna go and prepare my next turn, since I did not drew almost anything. So that's Cynthia Caitlin, and I'm gonna discard myself. Cherish Ball. Bring back Mallow Lana, because that's a really good and important card. Right, we also got a Victini, but Victini is not as important. And done. I mean, you know, not the best draws, not the best start. He is gonna use GX right now, and I don't get me wrong, but I don't want that. I don't like that. He's gonna use it, but that's gonna be reality of things, unfortunately. But you know, I do have 2 energies in my hand, so if I'm gonna draw Welder, I can still play it. It's gonna give me a lot. No. It's gonna be the best welder in the world? No. But it's gonna be a welder if, of course, if we're gonna draw it. So I'm a little bit hangover, you know, because I was celebrating so hard the partnership. It's crazy, guys. It's honestly crazy. So cheers. Oh boy. And again, thank you so much for everyone who said like congratulations on anything on Twitter, on Discord, anywhere. Again, thank you guys, appreciate that a lot. Come on, Turtonator, we need that in the chat. Oh yeah, it's not live. Turtonator. I don't think you can withstand that. Ooh, and a reset stamp. I mean, I've got a Pokégear and energy, so I might think about something. But that's the Altered Creation GX. So I mean, you know, we've got a Victini. Pokégear. Alright, that's a welder. So let's play it. I mean, it's better to play that welder now, just attack for 150 and maybe later, you know, attack for a little bit more. Then don't attack at all. And you know, I can't play the Dedenne. I can play Pokégear, but you know, there's no point of that. Explosive Jet. Like, I know I'm getting knocked out, so at least I'm gonna go with a bang. 150 damage. Let's go, let's make it happen. Because I can't really give him, you know, 3 prize cards right now, right? And again, I even couldn't, because, well, there's a power plant, right? And power plant really messes up my deck. It does, you know, there's something to my deck that I don't necessarily like and enjoy. Alright, so that's gonna be 150 damage. 180 actually, sorry. 180 damage attack. I mean, I have Mallow Lana, so there is a room for doing stuff, but I need the Dedenne, so I need a stadium somewhere. And I haven't drew Larvesta. Not drawing Larvesta is huge, because you know, that's the whole engine, that's the main thing. And he's gonna start fueling bench, as you do, right? You know, you do it, right? You fuel your bench. You have a nice huge hand, you know, there's just nothing I can do about it. To be quite honest with you, there's literally nothing I can do about something like that. It just happens and you go like, alright. Come on. What you gonna do, my friend? What you gonna do, brother? As they say, what you gonna do? When Raven's gonna come for you, brother? They're like, no, I'm not a good impersonator. So because I know I have a Switch, I can actually, you know, try to play Heatran first. Why not? Maybe I'm gonna draw Welder, maybe a Stadium, maybe a Fire Crystal, you know. I still have a chance of drawing something. And it is a Welder, okay. Fire Crystal. Down goes Welder on a Heatran. Because again, I don't have Larvesta, I just have to figure stuff out on the go, on the fly. And I mean, I can't use Steaming Stomp, I know that. And the GX, oh, it's not gonna give me the damage I want. It's just not gonna happen because GX is 150. So it's gonna be 120, so I'm gonna be short. So just Steaming Stomp for 100 damage. $10 damage short, honestly 10 damage short, and that's thanks to this choice helmet. I know he is 10 damage short as well, and I have Mallow Lana. But is it, you know, is it enough? And again, he can just retreat and attack me. Yeah, there's Mallow Lana. He can just attack me with Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and that is it. I'm gonna get knocked out. And that's gonna be a GG, honestly. I don't think there's room for anything here for me. I don't think I can do anything. I'm dead and gone. I am dead and gone, unfortunately. And now I receive Larvesta. Turn too late. Turn too late. And the power plant, right? The power plant was amazing card from the get-go, and he ran with it. Yep, that's a GG. That is all she wrote for this game. This is just not happening, right? It's just not happening. Let's go. Let's play game number 2 with this deck. Kind of a shame, right? Kind of a shame, because I really wanted to know if we got that Larvesta, if there was no power plant. But sometimes, things happen and you can't change. We play a lot of stadiums, but the RNG was not there on our side. And I do want to go fast this time, right? So last game we went second, now I can go fast. Well, that's a mulligan. We can all agree on that. My opponent is also mulliganing, which is quite good. And I do have Larvesta Star, we do have red and blue. Now we're cooking. Now we're talking. I mean, 3 welders, that's a little bit of a stretch. But, well, for turn 1, I'm not going to say no to this, because we do have a Giant Hearth and my opponent is still mulliganing, which means I will draw additional cards, so I don't have to discard, I have to discard a welder. And I mean, of course we are facing a... Alright, that's an energy. And a Pokégear. Alright, so I'm just going to go and discard this Pokégear, I don't need it. So because I'm gonna have 2 energies, I'm gonna go and put energy on Victini. So 2 energies on Victini. Right. 1 energy over here. Pass the turn, because I have red and blue, and red and blue will give me the energy itself. Of course, power plant, so I can't get more energies if I would want to, but we've got red and blue, and I can discard 2 cards. I will discard Volcarona, and honestly I will discard the Dedenne, just because I can't play it. And I don't want to lose 2 welders. In all its honesty, I don't want to lose 2 welders. They're too good of a card. So, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna play red and blue. Searcher, I'm just gonna search, because I have welder that I can't play because I played a supported. Jeez, I'm dumb. I am so dumb. I am so dumb. I am really dumb. So I'm gonna use massive Heatwave GX to discard that energy from him. Oh, that was super dumb. Yeah. You see, you sometimes have those misplays, and it just happens, right? It just happens. And I know this GX slows him down for this one turn, that I made a huge mistake, a huge error. Some might say even a fatal error. But what can you do sometimes? Sometimes you just do, make a misplay and you have to run with it. So let's run with it. He's gonna go Tag Call 4. Of course, Gardevoir and Sylveon. And let's go. Volcarona, can you do it? Energy Spinner. I mean, I had such a great turn. I could have won next turn, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Mallow Lana, right? He's preparing it. He's gonna prepare the energy on the bench Pokemon, with the Fairy Song attack. Of course, as you do, that's a normal attack that he should make. Welder. with 1 energy. Alright. Yeah, there's not really in need of anything, so... You know what? Backfire, just so I can actually attach 1 energy and run with it. Toss a coin to your valley of friendly. Ooh. No, so does he have, energy switch? That's quite, interesting question. Because he behaves the way that, you'd think, oh yeah, he has energy switch or energy in his hand, and that's exactly what happens, energy in his hand. So this one turn, right? This one turn just cost me the game. Am I mad at myself? Yes, because, that was a game I could have just won 2 turns ago, and, well, made a fatal error. Cynthia Caitlin. So I'm going to discard Volcarona, bring back, of course, a Welder, and I drew even more energy with it. So the thing is, that... Oh man, this Dedenne would help me so much. Because I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the discard pile. Another Mallow Lana, but that's, turn too late for that. But also, I'm late to the party as well. That's a great potion incoming. Does he have the energy? He does have the energy for the knockout. And also, he might use the GX, but that's not, GX with the full potential of Magical Miracle. Xerneas with an overrun, so 20 to the benched Pokemon. Or moving the damage, right? Because we can't forget about moving all damage counters. There's a huge attack. So Kaleidostorm. I need to draw a stadium. Like, honestly, I needed that stadium yesterday. Okay, draw 3. There is a stadium, there is Larvesta. We are still in this game. I mean, honestly, this is... Let's go, Dedenne. I mean, this is a huge Dedenne, let me tell you. That was the Dedenne we needed. Oh, and there goes Heatran as well. Okay. I know I kind of could have actually just... Wait. You know what, Pokégear. Let's draw that energy. On a Heatran. And Infinity. 180. So we've got that knockout. But he has his own GX still, so is that enough? Right, like, is that enough? Well, that's a great question, my friends. That is a great question. I mean, he has to think now. Does he have the energy? Let's take a look. 2, 3, 4 energy. This card that he goes with the Gardevoir and Sylveon, who's going to go for an attack here. Energy Spinner. Grabs the energy. Is he gonna go for one of the GXs? I kind of want him to just go after, like the Dedenne-GX or anything else but Victini, to be quite honest with you, because that will give me this, like, turn to put a lot of energy in a discard pile somehow, or not somehow. I have the Dedenne. There are ways to do that. and then maybe, you know, have a huge attack at the end for the win. But he's playing Power Plant and a Choice Helmet. Yep. So the Dedenne is not gonna work at all. No Dedenne. And this means also no Dedenne change. Something like Dedenne change, you know, important but easily destroyed by Power Plants. Kaleidostorm 150. But I still have a fighting chance, so I'm gonna take that chance with May over here. And red and blue, search your deck. I'm gonna go and discard Dedenne because I don't need Dedenne anymore, and Fire Crystal. No, 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 fudge. That's a GG. I give up. That's a GG. So that is a Volcarona deck. Is this deck good? No, it's not. Should you play it? No, I don't recommend it. It's just a bad deck. I'm sorry. I do apologize for this deck because it's just meh. When we were testing it, it performed a little bit better, but you know, once you hit a Power Plant, it's not working the way it should. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel, and see you guys when I'm going to be back from London. And of course, there's a lot of videos coming. So goodbye and good night. Raven loves ya. Bye.